When we are welding, what do we need to achieve? We must achieve a state like lotus root fibers barely connected. You say the welding wire is connected? Yes, it is. You say it's broken? No, not completely. It's connected to the molten pool in a broken, intermittent way. Look, this is our welding wire, and this is the molten pool. The molten pool should keep a triangular or vase-like shape. See, there's a sharp point at the front and a structure at the bottom. Below that are the weld beads. Keep it in this shape. The wire must stay in that lotus root fiber connection with the toes of the weld, always slightly connected. Keep that state, step by step moving upward, letting the molten metal powder spread forward bit by bit. If you keep it this way, the inside layers of the weld will also be smooth and thin. During welding, what kind of state should we maintain? We want the molten metal powder to become active, to flow, to move side to side. How should it flow? Like cracking a whip along a rooftop, swinging the powder back and forth, making it lively. The more active it is, the better. The better the fluidity, the more beautiful the weld shape will be. Got it? Now, when welding upward, vertical stringer beads, you must also keep that lotus root connection, keeping the powder tied in. But the vertical bead shouldn't be too thin. You need small vertical freezing. What does that mean? Let me show you with a wire. Small vertical freezing means you just keep connecting, moving upward, little by little, step by step. Don't take big leaps forward. If you go too far at once, the bead closes up and turns into this kind of shape. See, that's the result of piling too much metal in one go. This happens because your movement was too forceful, the temperature too low, so the molten powder didn't spread upward and form properly. Too much filler wire goes in, and the powder doesn't spread, doesn't open up, doesn't melt out. Then it leaks into the gap and creates big lumps or little pores inside. So your bead turned into that state. You must keep it in a good condition, like this example. Small steps, frequent feeding, not rough or forceful. Understand? Next time, always watch the bead condition carefully. Now, what about this bead you made? You pushed the wire all the way in, forced it into the bead. When you push it in like that with low temperature, the powder doesn't spread, it just gets shoved inside. So inside the weld, you'll get little pores, uneven flow. That's because you pushed too hard. You must keep the bead in the correct condition. Another thing, when welding, your gun-holding posture must be right. Don't grab it with your whole hand in a tight fist. If you grip too hard, your wrist stiffens and it feels uncomfortable. Instead, hold the torch lightly, not deep into your palm. Keep your movement relaxed. That way, you can swing side to side like scattering pellets, spreading the molten powder, keeping it active and flowing. But if you grip too stiffly, your movement becomes stiff, not flexible. When that happens, you can't swing smoothly, so the powder doesn't get active. Understand? Oh, you got it now, right? If you learned something, please subscribe Weldmaster India for more welding lesson.